Hey, Christopher.
Hi, Zayed. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for taking some time on what I believe is a Friday night for you.
Exactly. That's correct.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for today's call. I would love to know more about your own background. What have you done lately, and what are you looking to do with the next 24 months?
Okay, sure. So Hudson Value Partners, we're an SEC registered investment advisor based here in the US. The primary thrust of the business, which is about $550 million, is a separately managed accounts, and our main strategy, which we call Hudson Discovery. It's principally high net worth individuals, wealth management type clients, and US based. What we are looking to do over time is we have started and incubated what we call HVP Opportunities Fund LP, which is an LP version of our separately managed account. And what we want to do in order to be able to scale the business more effectively is, because there are only so many individual type relationships that have some nuances to them that you can take on, is really to try and scale and grow the fund, where that's a perfectly scalable business versus the nuances of wealth management or dealing with individual people directly when you're managing their whole picture. So for us to be able to get some more assets into the fund over time is definitely what we're looking to do. So we've got about $3 million in there now. It's performed pretty well for a value type strategy, doing well this year. I saw you come up on LinkedIn, got some good posts. I admire your style. You're very blunt and direct, so I appreciate that. And I'm just thinking with where things are in the market right now and how I think it's probably could be a good time for a strategy like ours. It's a good time for us to think about pressing our advantage and learning some new skills and trying to reach some investors that we don't exactly know how to reach ourselves. In the past year, we've worked on trying to increase the profile of our firm. So I've been out there doing some media interviews. If you're on the website, you will saw the media page, and about twice a month I go out, talk about some of our stock picks, do some interviews and things like that. So that's been helpful. Our clients have liked it. We have our newsletters. We have a monthly risk dashboard, which is a Substack that people can subscribe to. So trying to build up a lot of the things to be a more well-rounded investment management organization, have that outreach, and be able to try and do things in a scalable, repeatable way. I'm sure there's a lot we can improve on and some things we can do better, but there's just 5 of us right now, mainly investment focused. So I'm happy to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you have.
Awesome to hear that. Thanks for sharing that, Christopher. And why do you think that now is the best time to start raising capital? Or what have you waited for before you started to think about, all right, now is the best time to start actually get more capital to the fund and make sure that right now we will take it globally, if we say that?
Yeah, I think the primary reason is the past couple of years in the market have been, you really haven't needed an active manager. It's been pretty much up and to the right, just the big growth stocks leading. And now people are starting to see again some benefits of diversification, thinking about the valuation of portfolios, wanting to own some different things. And that's right where our sweet spot is.
Got it. And you are managing 550 million across different accounts, across different
Yes.
Verticals. Okay. And in the fund right now, you have currently 3 million, correct?
Yep. Roughly, plus or minus.
Exactly. What was the return on 2024?
2024, it was between 14 and 15%, depending on your share class.
Okay. And what the max drawdowns that you have already faced for the last 12 months?
The max drawdown in the last 12 months, I think we were, consistently positive. I think the worst month might have been last November, and that might have last December might have been about 3% we lost after that. If I just give you the totals right now on year to date, 1.9.
No need. Okay. I just want to have a quick understanding about it. And yeah. Christopher, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 31.
31. Are you married today or single?
Single.
And what do you think the best trader would have for mindset or would have for routines or habits?
I'm sorry, could you say the question again?
Sure. What do you think the best trader is the one who can beat the market? What do you think that they need to have for habits or mindsets in order to make that happen?
I think in order to be the best trader, you have to be able to see the whole picture, but also look at things independently. And you have to always be thinking about the next trade and can't get too caught up if something hasn't worked, or get emotional about it, and just think about it from the portfolio perspective. That not everything's going to work all the time, and just have that sometimes have a little bit of a short memory.
Okay, awesome. And when you have stress, or when you have a lot of things that's going on in your own life or in your own business career, so how would you respond? How would you do right there? What do you have for solution to make sure that the stress or everything that you're going through will go away from your own body or from your own mindset without affecting your own personal life or without affecting your own business?
Fitness is really important to me, whether it's running, lifting, or boxing. Getting something in 6 days a week is important.
Okay, awesome. I'm doing it. I'm doing it too. So I understand how it can be after that. Perfect. And what's your finalized goal from your own fund? Where are you looking to get up to? That's the measurements that you are looking to reach?
Um, it's as much as possible. I mean, I'd love to get closer to say 10 million by the end of the year, and just help to try and get this thing to really start to snowball. Obviously, I want it to be ultimately the biggest part of the business, because I think it's the most scalable and the part of the business that I like the most. But I realize it's going to take some time to get there.
And why you haven't raised capital before, or why you haven't reached 10 million before? You have already been in the market for the last 6 years, correct?
Yeah. We start to some degree. It's easier to raise money in a separately managed account format because investors are more comfortable with it. You don't necessarily have to, you can get a lot of their wallet share and do some different things with it. So we started the fund, a little bit over 3 years ago, principally with my own money, just to get it going, to start building an audited record like that, and to be able to go out into the market with something.
Got it. Then you haven't raised, or you haven't tried to raise before in any other way, correct?
No, we haven't really engaged in formal capital raising for the fund. We have a handful of outside investors from clients we already have, and some things that just made sense to go in there, but there hasn't been a formal fundraising effort for it.
Awesome. And do you have any metric on the investor Sean, about how many investors they are leaving your own fund, or how many they have already stayed for a long time?
Of the people that have been in the fund, we've only had one come out, and that was more because they needed the money than due to performance. So people, almost 99% of the people who've been in the fund are still there.
Great. And for the lockup period, what the lockup period right here?
So we have 2 share classes. So for the A share, which is a 1% management fee, no performance fee, because we're long only investors, that's a 1-year lockup. And then for the class B share, which is a 75 basis points management fee, that's a 3-year lockup.
Okay, that's 3 years lockup. And what do you have for retention methods to keep retain the capital, or keep letting the investors to stay engaged with you directly?
Sure. So we have our quarterly investor letter. We have our monthly HVP risk dashboard, which is a newsletter that goes out that just gives some of our macro thoughts, and we try to check in with investors periodically on a one-to-one basis.
Got it. And right now you have 6 team members, correct? Is the whole team members?
There are 5 of us here at the firm. Yes.
5. And what each one of them they are doing? What do you have for roles right there?
Sure. So there's one full-time investment administrator who handles the administrative work in the firm. And then the remaining 4 of us have different client relationships that we each handle, as well as contribute to the investment work.
Okay. And for the other sides, sales, operation, marketing, brand builders, negotiators, the other side from the ball, do you have anyone right there who taking care of that side?
We have no one full-time. We each do a little bit. I probably do the most, but we have nothing full, no person specifically assigned to that role.
Okay. What do you think that you need to have in the place in order to get up to 10 million in the management?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Sure.
It just goes a little garbled.
Sure. What do you think that you need to have in your own fund in order to reach up to 10 million in assets under management?
In 10 billion,
10
to get
million, 10 million.
10 million,
Yeah.
in order to get to the fund, I think we just need to, find ways to talk to people that we don't already know already, people who are looking for either a value strategy, looking for an emerging manager, the types of, whether it's a family office institutional investor, a high net worth individual that likes to, whether it's think of it as a seed investment or take a shot on some smaller managers. We just need to find and get in front of people who like that. I think we're an interesting pitch because while the fund is a small part of our business and it's a newer part of the business, unlike a lot of small fund managers, there's no going out of business risk with us, right? We already manage, 550, close to $600 million. So, we have staying power.
Okay. And the management fee right here is only 1% or is it 2%? What is it?
On what? On the fund or on the overall business?
On the overall investments.
It depends. Some of it's fixed income, which comes at a lower fee. Some of it comes at a higher fee. It probably blends out to somewhere like 65 or 70 basis points.
What the ticket size that you have with the investors that you currently have? What the average ticket size, let's say that?
So the average within our separately managed account business, the biggest part of the business, the average relationship size is about $5 million. In the fund, we take in $100,000 minimum for the Class A and $250,000 minimum for the Class B.
Okay, got it. And right now, do you have any current positive relationships with investors who are engaging with you currently to raise capital from?
We have a couple people that are going to put some money into the fund, like a couple $100,000 for April 1st. But that's about it. We don't have any large ongoing discussions or anything like that.
Got it. And how things would be for you right here if you don't raise the capital target right here? How would you operate from there? What you would do right there to back a plan to make that happen or to start reach out to investors?
We're nothing necessarily bad happens to our business if the fund doesn't grow, but we do need to help the fund to grow in order to grow the overall business. The rest of the business can cover the costs and everything like that. I mean, the backup plan is we just need to either talk to someone like you or keep trying different things because this is something that we need to learn how to do and figure out what's going to work for us.
Got it. And if the capital target has already been raised, let's say that you have already reached that 10 million on the asset management, then from there, what could we see? Then from there, could we see more operating internally, or could we see more?
If we get up to, you were asking me for like a realistic goal for between now and the end of the year. I think that's possible. I mean, my goal, from 10 would be to take it to 50, from 50 to 100, 100 to 150, just keep going. And I know that once we get more money in there, the track record continues to grow. It'll get easier and easier to open some doors and get in front of people.
Okay, got it. The finalized destinations that you are looking to get up to, and that's on the measurement. Is it like 1 billion, or is it 1 billion plus?
Yeah, no, we'd like to get the overall firm into the $1 billion range for sure.
Okay.
Multi-billion dollar. I mean, the strategy and the type of investing we do, I don't think we would have to meaningfully change anything about our portfolio or portfolio strategy until maybe we got into like the $10 billion range. So we have plenty of capacity to grow this. Staff would obviously grow along with that, but in terms of some managers will say, well, I really can't do what I'm doing if I had more than $1 billion. For us, we can really, grow it very substantially.
That's it.